and a lot of lessons that we continue to learn and stay the course. That prepares us for what's lies ahead. Obviously, I think you're seeing our reality being down 5 guards has been very impactful. Our margin for error is really, really slim with the limited depth. I thought they wore us out, especially with that 50-minute game. The other night. And again, we're competing, we're right there, possessions are close. I think, we just continue to see it's a 40-minute game, and impactful possessions matter. It's a small margin for error, where I thought Oregon in the second half just came out with fresher legs, better depth, made 3 threes there in the fourth quarter that separated them. Opportunities now is no one's going to feel sorry for us, is to learn from the film, learn from the game, and find ways to continue to improve.
I'll take questions for Lucci and Addie first. Raise your hand for the mic. Start here in the front.
For Lucci, you come in today, you had a really strong first half, 13 scores, 3 points. Was there anything specific that you saw in that first half that kind of led to you being able to take over what you did?
My thing, I was just reading the defense, reading what they were giving me. Obviously, I have my strengths, my spots that I know that I want to get to, and they were open, so I'll just get into it.
Yeah, for either of you, I feel like fans of Maryland are kind of used to you guys being a really clutch team down the stretch. You guys have had some close ones slip away. These last 3 ones, obviously 2 overtime, and then being up 5 at the end of the fourth. What do you feel like needs to change for you guys during these late game stretches to kind of close these wins out? That obviously we're starting to need more and more in Big Ten play.
We've talked about a lot recently how our identity as a team comes from our rebounding and our defense. And obviously in the last couple of fourth quarters we have been up. So I think just really being connected on the defensive end obviously is important for us. And getting those clutch stops, because that will help our offensive line.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back, watch the film, it's a plethora of things that happen late in game, and Coach has really emphasized that, like, being in the Big Ten and playing these really good teams, they're going to capitalize off of mistakes. So it's just trying to reduce those mental mistakes late game as much as we can and go through them.
All right, this goes to Addie. How do you feel that you're developing late this season, because you're getting the opportunities, your coach is obviously trusting you? So how do you feel this game experience is going to go well for you for the rest of the year?
Obviously the Big Ten is the best conference in the country, and I think just coming in every night and having to compete at that high of a level is really beneficial for me. I had obviously a great coaching staff, great teammates around me that helped me learn, but every night is a dogfight, so you just have to come, show up, and be prepared every night.
Hi, for either of you, you guys combined for 24 shot attempts, and you guys overall, it's about 38% of the team's overall attempts. Was that an intentional approach, and if so, why do you think that you guys are just taking the majority of attempts compared to everyone else?
I think it's just speeding the hot hand, and I was it for us early, and Abby was definitely it for us late. So just recognizing that as a team and wanting to get that person involved as much as we can.
Last one. Players get Faith.
Hi, for Lucci, obviously it's been more of a rough stretch recently, but as a leader both offensively and in your locker room now as a junior, how do you keep your team just going throughout a stretch like this to get, pull out maybe the next one?
I mean, Coach said it the best, no one is going to feel sorry for us, and we don't want to feel sorry for ourselves. There's a lot left of the season to play, and it would be counterproductive to kind of sink in right now at this point. So we're just looking forward and on to the next.
Thanks, James.
Thank you guys. Thank you.
We'll take a couple questions for Coach Curtis.
Hey, Coach, how do you assess kind of what's been going on with the half-court offense recently, especially today? I felt like there were stretches where you just really couldn't get anything going there. I know obviously beyond the fact that you're down a couple of your best half-court scorers, what do you feel like needs to maybe change for you guys heading into some more tough games on the road?
Yeah, obviously every team is scouting extremely well. I think you're seeing with limited guard depth has been really impactful, because they can play off of players. We didn't have the inside presence that we needed to have tonight with Issy battling foul trouble all game. So you know, again, we have a small margin for error. This is the healthy pieces that we have left, and so just understanding within our offense, you know, it's impactful. You got to be able to make plays, and you know, we're playing forwards that are having to play guard positions, so that's tough on the offensive end within our lineup, but it's not going away, so we've got to continue to find ways to play within each other.
Hey, Coach, you guys are known for your aggressive defense. Oregon matched your aggressive defense with a lot of pick and roll, drive and kick. Do you think there was moments that you guys were just too aggressive while having a lot of people collapse to the paint, leaving for open shooters?
I didn't think we were aggressive enough. I thought we kind of went on an island to guard how we wanted to guard versus how the scout was. When you'll see when all five are connected, good things happen for us on the defensive end. One breakdown when you decide to play behind in the post, or you're too low in your gaps, and you know teams are going to make you pay. I mean they're that good. That's what you see every single night. So. Defense and rebounding are controllables, and we've got to get back to that level of trust on that end, and then everything else will take care of itself.
Hi, Coach. You guys look at bracketology at all, and do you remain optimistic that you can still climb in seeding with a lot of quality opponents left that are winnable games?
I don't look at bracketology for a reason. I don't think it is going to sway anything because none of it's lends true until the final buzzer at the end. So a lot of basketball left for us to be able to play, but yes, we've got to, you know, got to get wins. You got to stack wins to be able to be, but that's not my concern right now. My concern is how do we get us to play better as a connected unit defensively and rebounding, and if we do that, then I think everything else takes care of itself.
Over here in the front.
Hey, Coach, we're starting to see Kendall and Addie play a lot more minutes together on the floor. What are you seeing from them that you like when they're sharing the floor together?
It continues to help us, I think, be able to slide when we need scoring. Obviously, for Addie, the amount of minutes that she's taking, we need her scoring. So it allows us to slide her and play them together. They both defensively are trying to get there as freshmen. They're gaining a lot of experience. So obviously there's been a good connection there.
Hi, Coach. You know, these games have come down to those last times. What do you say to the girls when you call those timeouts at the end of the game? What's your main point that you get across?
I mean, those timeouts are execution based, offensively, defensively, strategy. It doesn't, like we shared in the last double overtime, it doesn't come down, yes, we want to make the free throws and layups, but it's a 40-minute game where those layups and free throws are just as impactful in the first quarter, first half. Possessions matter. So, that's the area for us that we've got to continue to clean up, because when you allow teams to come in and gain confidence on the offensive end because of your defense, it's impactful going into the fourth quarter where all of a sudden there's a ton of confidence. So effort-based that we've got to get to for 40 minutes.
Take two more.
Coach, you mentioned effort, defense, and rebounding. They're number 33 at Tuesday at the 26 points, 11 rebounds. Did her play impact the decisions you made? Maybe it was defensively for Mir, Sailor, or Yardenegard, or how did she kind of dictate their success today?
She was really, really good. I mean, wasn't, she had a will. She had her way with us. She got Issy in foul trouble, which was really impactful. I thought, Monty gave us some really good spot minutes, within that. But yeah, we tried to throw a lot of things at them defensively as well as offensively, and you're playing both halves. So when you're playing, offensively trying to do some things, then it impacts you on the defensive end and vice versa.
Hey, Coach. I know the last three games we faced veteran teams that cohesiveness, but you look at the team, they stayed right in the fight. You go be great for Michigan State. What couple you could take away from these last 4 games now?
Yeah, I mean, we're right there. It's all these games we're learning how to compete in close games. I love the fact Alucci wanted the moment in the first half, and I think Addie continues to show us that she wants that moment. You gotta continue on these games where like everybody wants that moment. And so, that's the growth that we're continuing to have within this team.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.